Okay, perfect. We are good to go. All right, guys, we are going to go ahead and get started. I know a couple people will be popping in and out. But thank y'all so much for joining. We are very excited to officially start this program and have some consistency of holding each other accountable and showing up together. My name is Lauren Wright. I am a STAR director out of North Carolina for Team Relentless Grace. I have been with Cincy for 6.5 years now. And I live in North Carolina, like I said, with my husband and my two boys, Hayes and Tate. They are almost 2 and 4. I do Cincy full time. I didn't always used to do Cincy full time. I actually was a teacher for several years. And now this is my full-time gig. I actually met Stacy at what was it? Director leadership in 2017. Yeah, November of 2017. We went to director leadership in New Orleans. And that was really fun. That was actually like my first event where I got to meet different leaders in the company from all across the United States. And it was a lot of fun. And we learned a whole lot of stuff. But anyways, so I'll let Stacy introduce herself too. But anyways, I'm just really excited.
Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Stacy. As Lauren said, I've been, no, not right now, please. This is real life, by the way. I have 3 kids right now. My husband goes to bed super early and they are not in bedtime. So if we're showing up, I'm just so excited that those of you who are here as well during our chaotic lives. Like I said, I'm a mom of 3. I work from home. This is my full-time job. It has been ever since I had joined. And I'm just excited to learn with you guys during this season of spring. I've said this to my team, and I feel like I've said it before here, is that spring to me is just a really important season, mentally, emotionally, as just a human being. Like going off busy season as a mom and wife, it can be a little bit draining as a person. And I feel like it aligns with catalog season at the same time. So come January, my butt is tired. Like, I will admit it. But doing things like this really helps me like get my butt in gear and like get re-inspired. Because as leaders, like it's important that we get inspired to inspire you guys. And doing things like this helps us to continue to be inspired. So, and iron sharpens iron. I'm a firm believer that you grow together, you learn together, and you will succeed together. So that's a little bit of cliff note about me.
Yes, we are really, excited going into the new year, kind of trying to implement some systems and some consistency in our own businesses. And so being there for each other has really meant a lot to me. And I know that we all have accountability partners. I have multiple accountability partners within my team and my group, as well as with girls outside of our team. And so I don't know. I just think that this would be really fun and kind of, sorry, my phone's going off on my computer. Holding each other accountable and being there and supporting each other is really what our mission is here. So we are going to jump in for our first power hour. I have everybody. I'm so sorry, y'all. If you guys hear the messages, hold on. Can y'all still hear me? Hold on.
I can hear you, Lauren.
Okay, hold on. My whole screen went
blank.
Yes, I can't even see y'all. Holy moly. Literally. I'm having to log back in. I don't know why. There we go. Sorry, y'all. And you guys are sitting here watching my screen on the recording go everywhere.
It's
Okay. Okay, we are gonna start. So sorry, y'all. Okay, so first of all, February. February is a huge month in Cincy because it is transition month. What that means, if you were a brand new consultant, we are actually transitioning from fall and winter into spring and summer. So the entire catalog for the month of February is on sale. There are some exceptions. I don't have those written down, but we will get those to you guys, or you guys can look in your workstation for those. The catalog is at a minimum 10% off. Everything that's discontinuing, that includes scents like fragrances and products like warmers and things, are 20% off in February. When we say discontinue, that means they are not returning March the 1st. Some of these fragrances may or may not come back in the fall and winter, but we have no guarantee that that will ever happen. We do not know. Just because you're a lead or a star or a superstar director, they may know, but I know from Stacy and I, we do not know what's coming back. So it's super important to communicate this with your customers. When there are flyers that show you the things that are discontinuing, share that with your customers, put that out so that everyone can see that they either need to stock up or create a Scentsy Club, which Stacy's going to talk about in a little bit. Another thing that we have in February, which we found out on the 1st, which was a huge surprise to a lot of us, but the Scent Circle bundle, you get 20 scent circles that are pre-chosen for $30. And so we actually, as far as I know, we've never had anything like that unless it was in a flash sale or something like that. So that's huge. And I like to, stock up on scent circles for my customers anyways. So I thought that was really cool that we can use. I'm pretty sure we can maybe use host rewards for that, but I'm not 100% sure. We'd have to check back on that, but that is a huge thing that's happening this month. Also this month, February the 13th, we have the Scentspirations Go-Go Mango bundle that's becoming available to customers. We were given early access back in January so that we could make samples for our customers. And so now that collection is coming available for your customers on the 13th. I almost said the 15th. And then we also have the Easter collection. The wax collection launched for consultants only yesterday. And it was a little bit of a rocky launch because I don't know what happened. It crashed or something. The workstation crashed, but those are available. You can get up to 2 bundles. They're $17 a piece. There are 3 wax bars in each bundle. You can get up to 2 bundles right now as a consultant and get that PRV, make the samples for your customers, and front load that PRV for March. They become available to your customers on March the 6th. I just want to say, if you're able to, do those things in your business, great. If you're not, don't sweat it and don't stress if you can't or don't want to. Because ultimately, when they do become available, you can use, your host products, host credit, and get those bundles free and half off, and then sample them still to your customers. I know the Valentine's stuff went quick, but it's still an option for you. And I just think that having the opportunity to invest back into our businesses like this, having the early access is huge, because Scentsy didn't always do this for us. This is a fairly new thing that they started doing for us. So I love that. And we also have the new season sales kits. I know a few of them were showing discontinued yesterday or sold out yesterday, but they have since returned. They turned them back on. But we have the laundry bundle. We have the laundry, the body, the wax, the clean, and then we have the warmers. And again, these are not requirements. These are not anything that you have to feel like you have to purchase. But they just kind of give us the opportunity to invest in ourselves and our businesses to get these products early, either make samples, showcase them at home parties, gift them to your hosts, sell them if you want to sell them as your stock, give them away to your customers as like a host incentive, whatever that looks like for you and your business. But just know, like, if you are purchasing these, they're tax write-offs if you're making the samples and things that you're putting back into your business for your customers. You get PRV, so you get paid off of those kits. But again, don't feel obligated like you have to, but they are a great way to kind of get ahead of the game and get your hands on those products before your customers. And kind of showing that to some of our customers excites them. And some people are like, dang, I want to get access to things early. And then they start thinking about joining. So that's a whole nother door that, gets opened for you. We have a lot of things coming, since he's always throwing curveballs at us. Like, I didn't realize that we were getting a new dish soap, like an LTO. And that's on, is that the 13th? Stacy, I can't remember. Okay. So Daydream Oasis, that's a spring and summer like staple. I believe last spring, it was a new scent, or it might've been the season before, but it is so good. So, the fact that they are discontinuing some of these products, like the dish soap, the sugar scrub, I didn't say soak, the body soak, like, it is really sad. The Car Bar Clips, that it's sad that they're leaving, but they are the lower selling products from our catalog. So Scentsy taking them from our catalog to use them in a way that can benefit us down the road is really going to be in our best interest. And it's going to really work out well. I think a lot of us were really discouraged at first and like, why are they taking these things away? Because they're so good. Like the dish soap, no, like you can't take that. They are huge. So they're going to come back as LTOs, limited time offers, just like we have these Monday drops often. They're going to come back. We just don't know when, and we don't know what fragrances they're going to have. If they're only going to have certain fragrances, we don't know. But just kind of keep that in the back of your mind that, think of your customers that are dish soap fanatics or Scentsy soap fanatics. Like, they're going to want to stock up on these products at 20% off by the end of February. And I know Stacy's going to touch more on Club as well, but with wax bars, you can add those to your Scentsy Club and get those forever. But dish soap, Scentsy soap, things like that, Car Bar Clips, scent circles, whatever, you're not able to add those into your Scentsy Club, unfortunately. So yeah, I feel like I can touch on so much more and go on and on and on, but that's what I can think of right now. We have an amazing month right now, and we just need to use the things that we have access to and not get ahead of ourselves for March, because I know a lot of us have seen that catalog and those scent descriptions and stuff. Like, it's exciting, and it's so hard not to share and want to kind of put your kit down and just forget about February and move on and bring me all the spring and the summer. But just remember, like, you are working for your March paycheck, and what you do today matters for tomorrow. And you're going to thank yourself for, not jumping the gun and sharing too early, or, getting too ahead of yourself. Just take it day by day, front load what you can up until the end of February. And then the end of February, that last week, easily, here and there, start sharing things about the catalog, as you see fit. But it is your business. You work how you want to work, and do what is best for you. But that's just a piece of advice from me. But yeah. Stacy, do you have anything else that you want to touch on when it comes to transition?
Transition. Did we talk?
I know what you're about to say. Forgot. I don't have it written down. The supplies.
Supplies. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the supplies.
Yes.
I can briefly go through it if you want.
Perfect. Yeah.
The transition. So if you're new, February is transition month. It's basically a time when things are going away, like she said, and things are coming out. And we get the ability to get our hands on things to set us up for success going into March 1st. For me, I think the Transition Tools Business Kit is a great way to put everything together in one kit for you as far as business supplies. It includes a pack of catalogs, 3-pack of the product list, which I'm going to talk about that. Me and Lauren talked about that together. It's 3 packs and there's 50 sheets in a pack, so that's 150 sheets. There's new release sticker packs, so you get the new release stickers, which that is literally the best way to sample, the most cost-effective way to sample, and people love it. Those sticker sheets right there, yes, that Lauren's sharing. It's just a really good way, and I mean, for the longest time before that wasn't even a thing, I would get people that would be like, do you have like all of this? And like, how fun would it be if they did a scratch and sniff? I'm like, yeah, that would be cool. And then they finally got in tune with it. So it is so nice that they include that. And then you also get a fragrance tester set. Mia, sorry guys, which is Transition Tester Set is all of the new scents that are coming out and spring and summer scents that are coming back, along with a product training guide, which you guys, that I can't recommend it enough. I keep it on my desk. It's $2, but it's in that kit and it gives you sales tips. And I will say, when I first joined, before this was a thing, I had a binder like this, a binder, and I printed off every FAQ there was in the workstation because I had never used Scentsy before I joined. I literally never used a warmer, didn't even know what the wax was. It was like a whim that I joined. And I had to get familiar. So I had to read on it. So this is like a Cliff Note version of all of those FAQs. And it gives you sales tips. So this I keep by me just because, I mean, I have people ask me questions. It's just a good resource. But I will say, if that, it's $71 for that whole kit. But say you don't use the product list. Say you want to do showcase brochures. I love those. Where's one? I have, so I'll talk about that too. These, yes. Those are the product lists. Yeah. Lauren's sharing the product list. What I have in my hand are the showcase brochures. These are what I'm doing for mail outs this season. I use these for fundraisers also and home parties. I don't use the 60-page catalog for home parties. I don't use them for anything outside of like order bags. If I have an order that I'm dropping off, I'll include it in that person. If they're a VIP of mine, they order from me frequently. And bag parties and Scentsy clubbers. Like those are the people that get my Treat Like Gold catalogs because those are the expensive ones. Like those are expensive. But these are $5 and you get what, like 20 a pack or 25, something like that. Yeah. So this is what I'm mailing this season. That is flat as a pancake. You can fold it like this. You can include a sticker sheet, bundle and save. That's the only thing missing from this thing, the bundle and save. You can easily print off a bundle and save and be ready to go. And too, if you want to be extra and include a scent circle as a thank you mail, that's flat as well. So, you know, you don't have to be very glamorous and bougie and extra with your mail outs. And I know things can be shared and it can be really shiny. You want to make sure you're making money to spend money. And I always look at that. Like if I don't have in my budget to send all these things and go get extra things to include in club mail, that's fine. That month, they don't get the extra part. Maybe they'll just get a bomb sample pack and they'll be fine with that. What they like is that you took the time to show your appreciation by doing a mail out. So that is available as far as that goes. But like I said, with these, say the $71, you don't want to do that. Say you just want to grab a few things of these and the new release sticker pack. Those can be purchased individually. There's 10 new releases, $3 each, so $30, and then get 2 packs of these, that's $40, and maybe a tester set. You're still less than the transition business kit if you want to be cost effective and go off of your budget in a different way. So there is possibility to go wherever your business looks like wherever you're at. If you're not doing home parties, maybe you don't do the catalog pack at all. Maybe you just need these. Maybe you want to use the product list that Lauren shared. That's fine too. There's no rule. There's no rule with it, but it's a beauty that we have access to all of this to get our ducks in a row for March 1st. Because I've been in a season in my business before where I didn't set myself up and I didn't purchase the things that I needed to. And then come March 2nd, I had someone that's local like, oh, hey, do you have the new scents? Can I stop over and grab those? No, I don't, because I didn't get the testers. So even if you're not doing a home party, maybe you work a 9 to 5. Maybe you have a place where you're around people. That tester set is a good way for you to have those on hand. Just because you're not in a season to do home parties, one tester set can change your business because it has access to be with you in your car. If you're a mom on the go with activities with sports, school. I mean, I went to mom time this morning, a group of moms at church. That is ability for me in the future to have those on hand with me. So the transition supplies are available at a discount this month. And make sure, this is a golden nugget tip if you're new, especially, make a guest called business supplies. It makes it super easy at the end of the year for tax season because you can print off everything that you purchased for your business with that. That's what I have to say as far as supplies go. Like you said, the everything that's going away, it is sad. It breaks my heart about Scentsy Soak and Scrub. Those two, I'm pretty upset. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna do a comment card because I don't know who made that decision, but I was not involved. I'm so sad about it because I honestly, truly, I didn't have a lot of customers that did body until recently. So now I got them all hype about body, and I'm just I'm hoping bath bombs come back, maybe. I don't know. But what I did yesterday or the day before, I went and printed off the discontinued list and I shoot a few messages to people that do like soap. And they bet your bottom dollar, they were like, I need 3 to 4 packs. And it helped me get over the PRV that I was trying to get to reach to a certain level in my follow-up party. So just taking the time to send a few messages of those discontinued products, because those are 20% off. That's a big discount, and they're going away because they'll be sad if they don't know come March 1st and they're like, I'm out of soap. Well, you could have bought 4 or 10 bags, at a really good price because that's a 2-pound bag. So definitely don't write those off because people will stock up on those, and that PRV adds up with those for sure. That's what I have to say about that.
Yeah, I agree. And something that I wanted to share, because I think some people have asked and they might be a little confused. It is confusing, but when you're ordering your testers, so there is a from the drop down when it says US whatever spring, what is it, spring summer testers, there's transition, and then there's a full set. The full set is going to come in a bag and they're going to be inside. It's got every single scent that is in the catalog. So plus the new scents that are coming. It's more expensive. What is this, originally $40 or something like that?
Something like that. Yeah.
I can't remember if that's on sale or not. But then transition, which is right now you are a consultant, so you're not new. So you have everything in your kit. You would order transition testers. So they're going to come in a bag like this. They will have all of the 10 new spring and summer scents, but also all of the returning spring and summer scents. And what you'll do is you will just, when they come in, you're just going to look at the new catalog and you're going to basically split apart your tester bag from the fall and winter. You're going to pull all the fall and winter stuff out that's being discontinued, and you're going to feed in the new stuff. And then you just make a whole new one. Now, if you wanted to have an extra bag to take on the go, maybe you have a full set right now and you want an extra one, then just buy a full set and then you could have two. But just don't forget that original one that you currently have. You're going to need to take the fall and the winter stuff out and get a transition tester set for that as well. But yeah, I mean, I think that, these supplies can be pricey if you are trying to rack up and get everything that you could possibly get. And we don't get PRV for these, but it is a business write-off.
Yeah.
And you don't have to get everything to be successful.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, you don't. Like Stacy said, get the stickers, get, like those showcase brochures.
Yeah.
You could either get those or get these product lists.
And a tester set.
Yes, there's like 150 of these that you're gonna get. You can fold these. I mean, they don't go into detail about the actual products and what we have. Like, it's prettier to look at a showcase brochure or look at a
It's
catalog.
just bigger pictures and scent descriptions. It makes it more easy.
But
I feel like the product lists for me get thrown away.
yeah, and the catalogs are expensive. So 20 catalogs, normally it would be $12, but it's on sale this month for like $10.80 or something.
Yeah.
So, and we talked too the other day about splitting stuff. Like if you don't, and if you live locally to a teamie, ask them to split something with you. You guys go in together and split the cost of some product lists. You could do 75 and 75 product lists a piece, and then split the stickers up. And you wouldn't have to get your own transition testers, but yeah, don't overthink it. And if you can't buy it right now, you have until February 28th for them to purchase them while they're on sale. They're still going to have them come March, come April, and all through the spring and summer, but you want to get them as soon as you can so that you can prepare for March, because March will be here before we know it.
And luckily we have that clickable catalog link now too that makes it nice, because I mean, I get it. You have to be with your budget, and you definitely don't want to feel like you need to buy all these things to earn the incentive and all these things to be successful over spring, because you don't. But there is a way for you to buy the things and set yourself up for sure. I was gonna say one thing before I forget, how you mentioned the Valentine's Day collection. Even aren't the wax bars, are they sold out?
I don't know, but I think that they're bringing it back one more time.
They keep bringing it's getting. I literally have to look every day.
Yeah, they're just selling so quick, and then the demand is so high.
Yeah, but I will say with it selling out, if anything does sell out like that, what I always do is I'll turn around and make a club subscription. I'll still take the orders for those bars, even if they sell out. Because if they're still on the website, I think it's after 30 days, they're still available in club. So you can make a club subscription for yourself or whomever and take orders for those bars and then get a discount. You know what I mean? So you can still do that. Mm-hmm. It's like a clever way I learned over the past year.
Yes. Okay, so club.
Yeah, we can talk about club. Mm-hmm. So, club, I always say that, back before it was called Scentsy Club, it was called something else, wasn't it? There was a different program. I forget what it was called. But I never really took the time to even look at it, whatever it was called. And honestly, truly, when it first came out as Scentsy Club, I didn't either, again, until about a year and a half ago. Because I started to see the value in club. I started to see what it can do for my sales, because, we always talk about front loading and the power of front loading your month and going into a month and kind of understanding where you're going to have your PRV. and club can really take the stress off of that. Even as a leader 8 years in, like I want to make sure I reach certain goals in my business. And with club, I started out small. I just set a goal for, okay, I'm going to reach 200 in club a month. It just started off there. And then I reached that goal. And then I was like, now I want to make 500 in PRV a month in club, and just kept increasing my goal. But it took me shifting the mindset of taking that order, but saying, would you like to get 10% off of your order today? Not even talking about everything that goes in the club, because we know word vomit is real and people can get overwhelmed. They just need the meat and the potatoes. They just need to know how they're going to save money. People want to save money in the world today. And with Scentsy Club, they have that ability. So with that being said, it was truly like a shift of a light switch I had to turn. And it started last spring, this time of year. I think I had like less than 10 clubs. I now have, I think it's 37 as of today, but it took me a year to get to that number. And it was just looking at my people, like looking at who's always ordering from me, who's hosted with me, who's at least spending $30 with me every 3 months. We have everything in our workstation. Everything is there. You just have to know how to pick and point the things that you can plug into certain avenues that Scentsy has for us. And with that, I looked at those, like run the report, go into your orders tab, go into your contacts tab. You can, with the AMI app, we had that awesome little thing you used to be able to put like most lifetime value or something like that. But I feel like everybody could sit here and think like, who are my top 3 best customers? Who's always ordering? And I started with that. I started with those people, and I sent them a message like, this month is, and this month too, I will tell you, is a prime month to get covers with the whip box because of the content. Because the whip box alone is $44. Like it's huge, and it has a warmer, and it's a white classic warmer that's trendy. It's beautiful. Who couldn't use that warmer? Like anyone and their mom could use that warmer. People could gift it. It comes with new product. So really up that, I think, with the customer communication, because they can get that 10% off, which is still a discount with the value, but letting them know they could get it for 15. Like that's huge. $15. Like, I mean, I can't even go to Target and save that much money, I feel like. So I started off there, and I looked at like, who are my laundry people? Who are my people that are buying like those types of products? Because if you got someone that it's, and real quick before I forget, because my brain does this, I also started taking polls in my VIP group. I said, what products do you use the most? And I listed like wax, laundry, clean, the body. I wanted to know who are all my people that are using everything. If they're using everything, if they're not hosting, then they need to be clubbing, because that is the best way to get a discount. So that's also where I started, because it can get overwhelming. Like, well, I don't really remember what she uses or what she ordered and blah, blah, blah. So just ask. Like, people like to feel like they're seen. And when you ask for their feedback in a poll in your VIP group, they like to be like, well, I do that, and I do this, and I do this. So I did that, and that was super successful, just kind of identifying more than anything. And I can't stress it enough, to be a clubber of your own. You are your own best hostess. You are your own best customer, and people will take you seriously if you're clubbing. People will take you seriously if you're sharing the products you're using. If I'm going to talk about club, but I don't know how to use club, if I don't know how to guide someone on my website about club, how can they want to join club if I don't know what I'm doing? So I had to learn about club. And then lastly, I followed people who were successful in it. 8 years in, I do have a sponsor, but I'm a firm believer that you are the way to your business. You are this is your business, and they can't hold your hand. They shouldn't, and they're not responsible for that. Like, it's yours, and you have to be the one to look at who, inspires you. For me, Maggie Hensley is huge with club. She has a YouTube. There's trainings. I can find the specific club training that I watched of hers, and I'll share it. It was gold. Like, I watched it twice because I was just like, the way she explained it, I took that verbiage and applied it to like my conversations. And I mean, it was just such a game changer. And two, a lot of times you'll hear people, like, I don't really want to join. And that was another thing. If they don't want to join, well, I have a way for you to save money without joining. It was club. Get them hooked on club. Maybe 6 months later, they want to get paid off of club. So that was like my club inspo over the past year. I've seen it be a big game changer for me because I fell in a season of, I have 3 kids. We're going to be in dips and valleys in your business. Life is going to happen. And maybe you're not in a time where you can do parties. Maybe you're not in a time to do home parties. Maybe you can't even do an online party. But club can help be that cushion. So that's where club has been really great for me to at least know I have my 500 no matter what. I don't do bare minimum. I will always have over 2,000 just with me being in 8 years in this business. Like, that's something that is a non-negotiable for me. But I know I will always have a minimum of 500 because of club. So yeah, but if you have any questions about club, feel free to ask. It's just a really good avenue to build your business for sure.
I agree. And I think that having the flexibility and having a club where it is free, they can start whenever they want.
Yeah.
And they can skip it too. But I do know if you have wax bars that are discontinued, you can only skip it, like, what is it, once a calendar year?
Once, yeah. And that is big. Free to activate, free to cancel. That was like my highlight too. Free to activate, free to cancel.
Yeah.
Because people hate fees. They don't want to be locked in on something.
Yeah. But right now, especially with transitioning away from the sense that we have right now, even if you don't think, well, no one wants to stock up on Christmas scents or fall scents or pumpkin or whatever, like, you may not, but somebody else might. Someone else might have a staple favorite. And again, we don't know if they're coming back next year. We literally don't know. There is no guarantee, because I'm going to tell y'all something right now. If I would have known that pink cotton was leaving last spring, it was in my club, but your girl took it out. And I didn't have pink cotton.
You thought it was coming back. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, where is it? Like, luckily sea salt and avocado I can get in Scentsy Club, but that's not coming back either. But my pink cotton's not coming back. There's a lot that's not coming back, and I'm sad about it. So I'm going to be adding some of my favorite winterberry apple tea, like mine, like that's going in my club. Amen. And I might get 6 bars every month, and my husband's just going to have to get over it. But
share that too. Like, adding bars to your club, like, even if you don't feel comfortable doing the live in your VIP group, wherever, your stories, do a screen record and just show it that way, so they can see the visual of how you can take things and you can take things out. And I'll share this too. I did you guys have all seen this, and we have a Google Drive for everything we went over tonight, and these will be in there. But I highlighted certain bars that I am suggesting to add to club that are my favorite. And with rewards, I did purchase these sticks in rewards at my last party, because when that comes in, I'm going to unbox it and I'm going to show them these are going away, and I'm so sad, but I'm going to stock up on them, but I'm also going to add them to club. And I'm going to show them how I'm adding them to club, and show them that now that we know what the catalog is, I'm going to take out those scents that are coming back. I'm going to take out Bonfire Beach. I'm going to take out Jammy Time, Just Breathe, because they're coming back. So them just seeing it, like how it works, they're going to be like, oh, it's that easy, I'm in. Like they're here for it, especially because at the bottom it shows like total discount. The game changers.
Yeah. I think that Cincy Club is being slept on, and I can say that I slept on it too in the beginning. Like I didn't reap the benefits of it, and knowing like you are going to have guaranteed PRV this month, next month, and the month after, like you know what's coming. So Cincy Club is where it's at. We have so many flyers, so many visuals in this Google Drive that you guys will get. We also have albums on our team pages, and then in our team Google Drives too. But we can, like Stacy said, share other trainings from other leaders that are very successful in it. And Stacy could even do one herself, like she's so good at it, and just you want the conversations to come natural. You don't want it to be like we talk all the time. You don't want it to be like you're selling something, you're sharing something.
And the more you do it, it does become natural. It really does. It's the same thing like when you learn about talking about bundle and saves. When somebody comes to you with a 4-pack of wax, do you take the 4 or do you say, do you want to do buy 5 get 1 free for 30? It's the same thing. It's literally just learning verbiage, and it takes time. But I also, in the Google Drive tonight, there's a verbiage that I created for Cincy Club that gives you just ways to share it. Because it is, you get in your own head. You do. Like I am through and through that person. Still am. And it can get overwhelming with all the things you think they have to know. Like, oh, you get this, oh, you get that. Like, just let them know that there's no fees, free to activate, free to cancel. And the bring back my bars are still available. Like, that's another huge thing. Like, because there's a lot of spring and summer scents in there. And that's a good way to get club this month by sampling those. Still do that.
Yep. And they can bring back my bars to their Cincy Club. What is it? Is it until it's gone, or is it until February 28th?
I think it's till February 28th.
Okay.
They've never done that. So that's huge.
Yes. Okay. And we're going to touch on the incentive too, because we have 12 minutes left. For those of you who don't know, Stacy, she's got the lingo. She's going with this one, but this is huge, y'all. There is an incentive right now happening now. It launched on February 1st. Everyone can earn this. You do not have to be a star consultant, a superstar director. Like you can be anything. You can do this. Everyone can do this.
Yes, it's a 3-part incentive, which is super cool. I love spring incentives because honestly, all of these incentives are aligned to grow your business. Don't ever discredit yourself. Don't ever feel like you're new, that you couldn't earn it. Because I've seen people brand new and they've earned the very top 100. Like that's just where it is, because they took the time and effort to build their business. And that's what these are aligned to do. 3 parts. So you'll get a new part. We have right now, February 1st, we'll have another one April 1st, and we'll have another one June 1st. What I think it's probably going to be PRV, and it'll probably be club like last season. They just probably flipped it around in different orders. What I think, we don't know. We never know, but we're just the same as you guys. We literally find out the same day. We get 3. You can earn all 3 prizes. When you earn all 3, you also get to choose a grand prize. Like I want the mini fridge. Like that's so cute. Or you can get $200 in Cincy product credit, which is huge because that, we're talking about the sales kit, right? That you could take and apply it to your sales kits in fall, which is like the busy season, top 100 in PRV and sponsoring. So they're going to do top 50 sponsors and top 50 in PRV to earn free registration to a leaders retreat in 2024, which in prior years, it's been Hawaii. It has been Cabo. It has been Cancun. They wine and dine. So if you've never been on a Cincy incentive retreat, whatever, it is amazing. So this first part is focused on your team, which is exciting because we live in a world, you guys, where people need extra income. They need an extra cushion. They need to know that they can make aside money, like whatever it can be. And I think sometimes the biggest thing I hear, I couldn't do what you do. That's the biggest thing I hear. And I'm like, okay, cool. I don't want you to because I'm me and you are you. We're two different people. But you have to just let them know what it could do for them. Each person is their own person. People join for different reasons. People join to make a car payment, to buy groceries nowadays, to get their nails done, to pay for kids' activities. Y'all, that's an investment in itself. Like, we just went through our first fall season, and that is no joke. So everybody's different. And honestly, just take a simple question of like, if you could have an extra $200 a month, what could it help you buy? Just take a simple question like that on your Facebook timeline and just see who all comments. That's perfect indicator of like who you could see about joining the business. Now, if you've never talked to that person, you know, obviously don't be the one that messages them like, like get to know them, like kind of just plant the seeds, like their post, comment. And it's not being fake or phony. It's just really, truly being intentional. Because at the end of the day, you are the opportunity. You are. People don't join Scentsy just to join. They join for what it can help them in their lives. So with this incentive, enroll 2 new frontline team members from between January 1st. So back 1 month, okay, to promote to certified between February 1st and July 31st. So anyone that you've sponsored between January 1st all the way up to July 31st, you guys, that's how many months? Like, that's a lot, right? Everyone is capable of earning this because it is a 3-part incentive. So if you sponsored someone last month and they're not certified yet, they would count towards that. In between, like I said, between today and all the way up to July 31st, they hit certified, they count towards that. You would earn an exclusive Scentsy branded duffel bag, which is so cute. I mean, who doesn't need a bag? With leather accents and adjustable shoulder straps. Super cute, you guys. Honestly, truly, the biggest thing with incentives, you have to just get comfortable with hearing the word no. You're gonna hear the word no. And honestly, if you're not hearing the word no, you're not talking to enough people. Because I'm told no countless times a day. From my children, I mean from customers, but like you have to just be comfortable hearing it. It's okay because no doesn't mean no forever. Everybody is dealing with something. Everybody's in a season. Just because someone says no now, guess what? Come May, maybe the right time. But because you took the time to ask now, you planted the seed. They're going to watch you over these next few months. People will take you seriously if they see you showing up for your business. If they see you flaking or just like, you know, really just deciding when to pop on and get busy with your business, they're not going to take you seriously unless like they're your best friend or your mom. But we will have a folder in the Google Drive that gives you a document called the Frank List. I love this acronym. It's friends, relatives, acquaintances, neighbors, and kids, which the kids, it's if you have children or grandchildren, it could be like people that are relative to them, like sports, like school, like, you know, preschool teachers, whatever. Because sometimes we don't think about all the people we know, you know what I mean? And I myself need to do this over again because there's people that I've built relationships with, I've met through parties, and I need to get to know better. I need to figure out how can Scentsy bless them. And that takes time, but it takes time to just be intentional. It takes just the intentional time, making a plan. And then there's also a document that says go for the no. And it's 100 no's. So think about all the conversations you're going to have if you take the time to hear 100 no's. I mean, you're going to at least find one yes in 100 no's. I promise you. I promise. Right? Come after me if you don't, but you will. And with this incentive, like me and Lauren can attest to, everybody here can do this. And I'm excited to see what part 2 is. But it gets you in the habit doing it first. You know what I mean? I like that the sponsoring is first part of the incentive because I'm a firm believer in a habit. If you do something solid for 6 months, you're going to see your whole, like, whatever it may be, just transform, whether it's working out, whether it's like eating a certain way. It takes creating a habit. And with sponsoring, it is a lifestyle. But it takes just intentional effort. Truly, it's not hard. It can be overcomplicated. You know, I think we psych ourselves out. I think we think like, I don't know everything yet. There's no way I can sponsor someone. That's even better because you know what? I don't know everything yet. 8 years in, I don't know everything, but we learn together. And there's something powerful in that. So that's what I have to say about the incentives. Do you have anything more?
The only thing that I want to say is, you know, not everyone is in this business to create a team or to lead, and like, that's okay. I don't want anyone to go into this thinking like, well, I struggle in my own business, or I don't have the time, because a lot of people don't, or this just isn't for me. Like, totally okay. You are not in this business to have to do anything. You do not have to become a leader. But when you do get your first recruit, you do become a leader. And that's a big deal. But you're never in this alone. We're always here for you. You know, we're never going to kick you guys off of our team pages and say, you're on your own. You've got to go train this person. Like, we have resources. We're better together. We're always going to rally around each other. And we're always learning something new every day. Just like Stacy said, we don't know everything. Like,
I don't want to know everything.
No, because if you're not learning every day, you're not growing. And ultimately, at the end of the day, like, that's what I want. I want that for me as a business owner, as a mom, as a wife, as a friend. Like, I always want to be growing, you know, as a person. And so these opportunities are getting us uncomfortable. And I love that, because I am the most like, I'm in a box and I'm like, this is what I do. And this is my routine and all these, like, don't mess with
You're
me.
like, I don't want to open it.
Yes. I don't want to get out of this box of being comfortable. But getting uncomfortable, it helps. And it's scary at first, but like I told Stacey, like, I'm so, you know, reluctant to have her to like show up like on our team page more frequently and like doing the lives and stuff. Like, before, I would say, I'm not doing them because nobody's on. People are busy. They're not going to watch. What I have to say doesn't matter. It's not helpful. I psych myself out and I peace out. I'm like, nah, I ain't pressing live. Like, I'm not doing this. But having her to help me, like, has been huge. And I feel like if I can do it for the one person, then that means a lot to me.
Yes. Yes, I agree. And I mean, Thursday's payday, you guys. Never sell yourself short. Don't be afraid to share what Cynthia is going to help you with this paycheck, because people, what it does for you, somebody's hoping and praying for it. And that holds power and truth. And it literally gives me goosebumps. There's a good document in the Google Drive that has links to a video by Katie, a video by Chastity, a video by Rihanna Franco, like tons of content for you guys. And I'm going to watch them too. I haven't watched these. And if I did, I'd probably need to just refresh my brain. So we're going to be doing this right alongside you guys. Like, we're going to learn the things, do the things, have the conversations. Just don't be afraid to start having the conversation. That's what we encourage you to do. Like, don't be afraid to just start. If you've not done it yet, it's okay. Tomorrow's a new day. And tomorrow can be day one, where you just start asking, have you ever thought about getting paid off of your purchases? You know,
Day one.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, it's 9:00. Thank you guys for hanging with us. I told Stacy we're not going to talk for an hour. There's no way. We
But we did it at an hour though.
We did.
At an hour.
I'm going to stop the recording so that I can save this. I'm going to upload it to YouTube, and so is Stacy. So it will be able to be shared to everybody.